man. But this is the first time I'm using the setup, so I'm so excited. So I thought it said variation. It turns out it's variation. Well, true enough to add toys. Let's zoom on their name. Add toys. God, it won't fit. Sorry, man. True enough to a company called Add Toys. I think they're based in China, and they're the master of wrong spelling. They managed to spell everything wrong. Wait a minute. Sorry, man. Forgot to mute the YouTube feed, cause I'm still getting used to the setup. So yeah, barring that, so we have a variation. It's supposed to be a variation, but this is really a half transformed Venom. So this is made in China, says so, and well, I got a figure from them previously. It is this figure. This figure, you can see it there. You know what? I'm gonna bring the camera over there. Yeah. So I really like that. I really like how they did Venom. So I got a second one from them. This is basically a half transformed Venom. So let's see how they did. Unboxing it, and well, it is a third party figure. That's what you can say. This one is a third party figure, and there are no two ways about that. So it's a bit gummy. The body is a bit gummy and pudgy, which is nice. It has that symbiote feel. Uh, I don't know if this is a Phison body though. No, it's not a Phison body, but it's silicone, and I don't. The texture looks plasticky and fake. It's not very good. And Andre is on chat. Hello, brother. Have a good evening to you. Or is it morning in your part of the world? It is like 1 a.m. right now. So this comes disassembled. So it kind of reminds me of like The Last of Us, the movie aesthetic where the fungus is growing. So there's that. I'm really enjoying my new camera. So let's take off all the parts, and this is the Eddie Brock head sculpt. Sorry, I'm working on manual focus right now. So this is Eddie Brock. I still don't know if it looks like Tom Hardy. So what I like about this sculpt, let's use the other camera. Let's use the new camera. What I like about this sculpt is that it really shows you how the Venom mask forms over a person's head, because that has always been a great mystery to me. Let me take a Hot Toys Venom and compare the size of it. So the Hot Toys Venom is bigger, but you can sort of see how the symbiote is formed around a person's head. Like the tongue is basically, the entire half of the face. So that's how it's formed, at least. So so I like them doing this because it finally solved the mystery for me. For the longest time, I was always curious, like, how does it form? And there's a good sculpt work with the teeth and the saliva too. Yeah, Add Toys, despite their terrible spelling, they actually did the teeth right and the saliva parts. This camera is so HD, it even catches like the flaming hot Cheetos on my nails, man. That's so embarrassing. I'm gonna. I was watching The Last of Us episode, and I was having some flaming hot Cheetos before I did this review, and this is annoying. This clock is annoying. I set the ISO speed of this new camera to this level, and I also bought a lens, so that's why this is beautifully shot. It's so awesome, really. The new camera, I mean. So let's take out the other parts. So this is like a symbiote tendril. I think it goes over the arms. I'm not sure yet. So another extra Venom hands. And too bad they don't have half transformed hands. I would have really appreciated that. And let's take a look at the other tray. So the other tray is a bunch of normal hands, the untransformed hands, and the unmarked stand, which I appreciate, by the way. Not complaining about it. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Sort of powder. Check it out, man. This is so weird. I don't know what this is. Sort of black powder. I don't know, to repaint your Venom. Yeah, mix it with water to repaint the Venom. I should have this translated, the Chinese text. Yeah. So this is rather weird. I don't know what this is. It's like black powder, man. Is it like to repaint my Venom in case like the paint comes off? Or is it like a gel substance? So this is full human hands. So I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I don't know if I'm gonna use the human hands. The skin texture is not very good. It looks very much like a mannequin. So I don't know if I'm gonna use that. So this is a symbiote sword. So personally, I don't think that Venom would use this because he's half transformed, so he can't be half transformed with a symbiote blade. So let's build our Venom. We won't use that. Let's use this. So as for this, where would this go? Would this go? Nah, this part is already fully transformed, so I guess it goes here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. So ratcheted joints there, so it's good. I don't know how long this rubber parts would last. And okay, so I really need to use human hands here after all, the human hands. I don't know why they approach it like this build a Venom kind of thing. Maybe because the figure has nothing else in it, so might as well distract yourself by assembling it. Yeah, so it's a very light figure, but I like it that it tells a story, that it is mid-transformation. So I always enjoy that. Oh man. So I also bought a bunch of figures while I was there. Not really a bunch, I only bought one. I bought like the King Shark. Man, this is so hard to stick in. I bought like a King Shark version of the Venom. You know, it's the artist series that nobody talked about, but I really like, but wouldn't buy for the price they're selling for. So I managed to get it at half the price of retail there. So I'm so hyped with that. I'm excited to unbox that. I thought I'd just do this first because it's rather late. Andre, are you at work or something? Or are you done with work, man? If you're still there. God, so hard. By the way, I also bought a heat gun. I saw it from Denobi's video, so I was like, you know, why am I dealing with blow dryers when I can always have gotten a heat gun instead? So I wish this came pre-attached. It's just this figure really has nothing else with it, that they were like, you know, might as well have fun putting the hands around it. You know what? I'm gonna attach this first. I'm gonna fuss with that later. Well, this is not fun at all. Okay, it needs to be blow dried. And I done with work and just chilling. Andre is done with work and just chilling. That's very good to hear. You know what? I'm getting the blow dryer and muting the camera. So there, I got the blow dryer, man. So I'm just gonna increase the volume, the music a bit, and then just mute the mic. So I hope that was enough. So I prefer to hold it with my hand so that I know if it's getting too hot because that's the only way I can check it. And I hope it works. I hope that was enough because I was using the cheap blow dryer, and trust me, man, cheap blow dryers are cheap for a reason. God, this sucks. And it smells so bad. Like that, the blow dryer. I'm afraid to use the blow dryer for a long while because I'm using it in a socket that's plugged on too many things. So that's a warning for you, man. Blow dryers, they take up a lot of electricity, and they might fry your extension cord or something. So try not to use them for a long time. Okay, that's not enough. Gonna do some more blow drying here. So let us hope that was enough blow drying. So let's see now if this can stick inside here. Let's just put this in, just in case this time it would work. So the problem with the pegs of these Chinese manufacturers, and sometimes also toys, is that this is too big. This is too big right here to fit here. So yeah, you know, they're really third-party stuff because of that. You know what? I'm near giving up on this. I might need to do this off camera because this is frustrating and not fun at all. Yeah. Another method I could do is like take this off. Yeah, like I just took it off. I'm just gonna manually stick this in because this keeps moving out around a lot. I might need to hold it with pliers. Okay, there. Finally got it in. Oh no. God. I'm still a bit jet lagged from the trip, man. I just can't sleep. That's why I thought of doing this. God, so hard. Okay. Okay, it's finally in. Whew, that took a while. So that wasn't a fun experience at all. So now let's stick it back in and hope it holds. Yeah, so check it out. So don't bend this too much because you might tear this cheap body apart like this. Don't do that for a long time. Always change your poses with these silicone bodies, especially if they're cheap ones. I haven't had anything break on me yet, but it's a near possibility. So, and let us finally put on the head. It's really a lackluster figure, for lack of a better term, man. And here's our Half transformed Eddie Brock, man. So what can you say about that? Is this like focusing or something? It seems blurry. But yeah, the detail isn't very sharp. It's not very good, to be honest. The likeness is not very good. I don't recommend this figure. Yeah, as much the only reason why I got this was because I'm a Venom fan, as you all know. But the silicone body is very the skin is very mannequin like. It's not like the one on Ryu where it kind of resembles a skin more, or like even a Phison body. Yeah, so yeah, the articulation is good though. I mean, that's the upside of silicone bodies, but there's always a downside of it not lasting. This figure though, the texture is nice. I mean, if you're beginning with your Venom collection, I guess this is good. I guess this would be decent enough. But other than that, because this is cheap. I mean, it's about like yeah, I mean it's about like $150 or something, or yeah, it's not $200. It's around there, depending on the currency exchange. So ad toys, they're usually cheap stuff. But here's some detail I want you to notice. The toes are done really well. Oh yeah, focus, autofocus. Forgot about that. The toes are done really well, so that's cool. Let's use this. I'm still using the streaming mode of this camera, so it's not as good yet. The toes are done really well. People don't notice it, but the Venom toes are very easy to mess up. Even the comics, they don't even do this kind of toes in the comics. It's just like he's wearing like ninja shoes or something. So the movie version did that. So yeah, I guess that's it for the review, man. It's very the texture of the suit is very gummy. It's like gummier than a Phison body, man. So there's that. So there, very simple figure, very forgettable, but at least you get a sword accessory, which I think you're gonna use on your ad toys too. I mean, where else would you use this? If it would fit, I guess. At least you have an extra symbiote sword. So how does it compare to the War Toys? The War Toys texture is not very gummy. It's more like a cloth, like cloth and synthetic cloth. Uh, I like the Ad Toys articulation better and the proportions, because this War Toys, it really was an experiment. This War Toys figure. The War Toys figure feels cheaper, you know. The ad toys are better, but this one just wasn't done really well. And he's kind of short too. It doesn't measure up to the real Venom height. Let's put his head back on. Yeah, this is Venom's real height when he transforms. So he's not there yet. So he's still gonna gain a lot of mass in the process, which I don't know. Which I don't know how would happen if you're gonna think of it in your head canon as realistic. Yeah, see, my Venom's arms are dead because I broke it and some guy fixed it. Very good fix, by the way. But it didn't last. See, a part is breaking off. I think it's from the arm. So it didn't last. So, oh my god, I think I might have broke it, really. So the fix didn't last. I didn't even articulate it this like crazy, but it's the nature though. Oh, okay, it really broke. See, it broke. And at least I got to see how it was fixed. Yeah, it broke. The glue came off, I guess. Didn't do anything to it. I guess it wouldn't survive. So I'm either getting a new Venom arm or gonna get the 2.0. So yeah, interesting that this only happened now. This is how it's fixed. You use a screw, which is kind of cool, by the way. So having said that, I broke my Venom. And have a good night. Have a good night. Oh, there's 3 of you watching, so thanks guys for checking it out. I don't know if it's just a YouTube thing, but yeah, it sucks that I broke this on stream though, when I wasn't supposed to touch this. This is as good as a statue, man. Too bad, because it's my favorite figure, you know. This Venom's my favorite. So, let's pray that this arm would last until the 2.0 comes. So, having said that, good night, guys. Thank you for catching the stream, even though it's a bit late. Yeah. Have a good night.